Hi, I'm Dr. Kim. Have you ever given someone excellent advice and then completely ignored that advice in your own life? That is not hypocrisy, it's psychology, and it's called the Solomon paradox, and I'm going to tell you about it in this video. It explains the third distortion of decision-making that I discussed in my second video. This is the distortion of perspective. When a decision belongs to someone else, you're usually calm, clear, and more honest. But the moment it's yours, fear, guilt, anxiety, self-judgment, and everything else really clouds your own wisdom. So today I'm going to give you the fix for this distortion. It's called the third person strategy. So let's talk about the Solomon paradox for a sec. So the Solomon paradox is named after King Solomon, who was known for his wise advice to other people, but he was quite famous for poor decisions in his own life. Research in the field of psychology finds the same thing. People reason more wisely about other people's problems than they do their own, even when the problems are identical. And the reason for this is distance. When it's someone else's decision, you're able to view it from a step back, where you can notice patterns and weigh long-term outcomes. But when it's your own decision, you're viewing it from the inside, where your emotions are the loudest and trade-offs are harder to see. So the strategy to fix this is rather simple. You want to manufacture that distance for decisions on purpose. So instead of asking, what should I do? You ask yourself, what would I advise someone else to do? So here's an example. Let's use an example of one of the hardest decisions that a family can make. Imagine parents who have an adult son who live with them who's struggling with addiction. Money has maybe been disappearing from the mom's purse. Items have been disappearing from the house. Last month, the son crashed the family car. And now the parents are facing a set of decisions that no parent ever wants to face. Do we ask our own child to leave our house? Do we cut him off financially? Do we tell him that our love and support are absolute, but that our money and our roof now depend on him going to get treatment? From inside that decision, everything is so loud and intense, and guilt says, he's my son, I can't abandon him. But fear says, if I put him out, what will happen to him? And then hope says, maybe this time will be different. And every dollar and every year already spent trying to save him whispers in your ear, you can't stop now. Parents can get caught in that loop for years, and while they're in that loop, his addiction keeps growing. So let's talk about the third person strategy and how maybe it can apply to this situation. So step one, externalize the problem. Describe the situation with a name instead of we. For example, I'm going to make up a fictional couple, Julie and Tom. So we say Julie and Tom have an adult son with an addiction. He takes money from the house and they keep covering the damage. He's refused treatment. As long as they keep covering up his problems, he won't deal with them. So step two, give advice. Give advice as if Julie and Tom were your dear friends sitting across from you. Most people find the answer arrives with surprising speed when it's not their own issue. You can tell them to support their son, that supporting him isn't really saving his life though. It's cushioning his addiction. You could tell them all the love and boundaries that they're not really helping. And the most loving offer they can make is to get him help. And they can stand beside their son all during his treatment, but they're not going to keep funding his addiction while he lives at home. So you remind them that having a boundary with their son doesn't guarantee he'll get help, but enabling him that does guarantee that he'll never get well. So step three, translate that advice back to yourself. And if you would confidently give that advice to good friends that you love, then ask honestly why you wouldn't follow that advice in your own house. And that question is usually where the real insight lives, because the advice didn't change, only the name attached to it did. So the third person strategy doesn't eliminate emotion, and it shouldn't. Emotion can carry information. What it does eliminate, though, is the distortion in our thinking. This helps so we can step back and look coolly and calmly at what we need to do. So also, you now have 3 videos on the distortions that are inherent in our thinking, and you have 3 strategies to combat these distortions. And the complete system is asking the opposite question, which corrects the limitations of the framing of our questions; futurizing, which projects future paths forward so you can ponder the ripple effects of your decisions; and the third-person strategy, where you learn how to step outside of your own emotions that are affecting your ability to make a decision. That's the 3-step decision filter, and it works on decisions of any size. And if you'd like the full system that I've created with worksheets, examples, and practice exercises, it's all in my Udemy course. It's called 3 Simple Strategies for Better Decisions, and it's on sale right now. And there's a coupon called Smart Decisions 26. The link is in the description. And also, if you sign up, you can get for free my 3-strategy decision cheat sheet. So please subscribe now, turn on your notifications, give me a like. I'd love to see some of your comments and begin a dialogue with all of you, because we're really just getting started. We're going to be going deeper, not only into how these strategies work, but into the people using them. So I'm Dr. Kim. I'm here to try to help close the gap between confusion and clarity, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.